Farmer Briggs had lived on his secluded farm for over 70 years. He'd seen it all. Brutal winters, scorching droughts, and even a few tornadoes that had come a little too close for comfort. But nothing could have prepared him for the night the lights appeared in his woods. It was a Tuesday, just past midnight. Briggs was woken by his old bloodhound, Rusty, who was barking like he'd seen a ghost. This wasn't Rusty's usual, "there's a squirrel on the porch" bark. This was a deep, guttural, terrified sound that sent a shiver down Briggs's spine. He grabbed his heavy-duty flashlight from the nightstand and stumbled to the window. Peering out into the inky blackness, he saw them. Strange, pulsing lights, weaving through the dense trees at the edge of his property. They weren't headlights from a truck, and they weren't flashlights from lost hikers. These lights were a kaleidoscope of colors, blue, green, and a soft, eerie violet, and they moved with an unnatural grace, hovering just above the ground before zipping from one spot to another in the blink of an eye. Briggs's heart hammered against his ribs. He called out for Rusty, but the dog was now cowering under the kitchen table, whining, his entire body trembling. Briggs had never seen his loyal companion so afraid. Rusty had faced down bears and coyotes without flinching, but whatever was out there in the woods had completely unnerved him. This was what truly terrified Briggs. Animals have an instinct for things humans can't sense, and Rusty's reaction told him this was something dangerous. Summoning a courage he didn't feel, Briggs grabbed his old hunting rifle from the rack by the door. He wasn't planning on using it, but the weight of it in his hands was a small comfort. He slowly opened the back door, the rusty hinges groaning in protest. The air outside was dead still and strangely cold. The usual symphony of crickets and frogs was gone, replaced by an unnerving silence broken only by the faint, humming sound that seemed to emanate from the lights. He took a tentative step onto the porch. The lights in the woods pulsed brighter, as if they knew he was watching. He raised his flashlight, its powerful beam cutting a path through the darkness, but when it hit the area where the lights were, it simply seemed to be absorbed. The strange glow swallowed his flashlight beam completely, leaving nothing but the pulsating colors behind. He tried calling out, his voice hoarse. "Who's out there?" The only reply was the low hum and the frantic whining of his dog from inside the house. Briggs stood frozen on his porch for what felt like an eternity. He thought about calling the sheriff, but what would he say? That there were dancing fairy lights in his woods and his dog was scared? They'd think the old farmer had finally lost his mind. He watched as the lights began to gather in one spot, merging into a single, blindingly bright sphere of white light. It hovered for a moment, illuminating the entire tree line in a ghostly glow. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, the sphere shot straight up into the night sky, disappearing among the stars. The woods were plunged back into darkness. The humming stopped. After a few seconds, a lone cricket started chirping. Then another, and soon the familiar sounds of the night returned. Briggs slowly lowered his rifle, his knuckles white. He went back inside, locking the door behind him. Rusty crept out from under the table and nudged his hand, still trembling slightly. Briggs knelt down and hugged his dog tightly, whispering, "It's okay, boy, it's over." He never told anyone what he saw that night. He knew no one would believe him. But every night since, before going to bed, Old Farmer Briggs would look out his window toward the woods, half expecting, half dreading to see the lights return. And he always made sure Rusty was sleeping right by his side. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange stories.